Hi, AT from CNC at Home. In the last coaster video where we started making some wedding present coasters, I had mentioned I was going to do the old cold galvanizing compound method for a couple of these. What we do is we take a white tile, spray on some cold galvanizing compound, run it through the laser, and the laser turns the zinc inside of that black and it adheres to the tile. It's a fairly consistent process, and that's what I'm going to use for this couple more coasters for the wedding present. Let's head over to Lightburn and see how that works. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. In Lightburn, we always start with a template if we can. So let's open up our tile template. Let's zoom in on this one. This particular tile template has two squares. The outer square is our standard 109 millimeters. The inner square is a little bit smaller, and that's my safe zone. These tiles do have a slight curve on the edge. If I don't want to encroach on that, I can use this template to help me keep in the safe zone. Let's go to our art library, and I'm going to click on Lego. And I happen to have several Lego vector graphics here. I created this by finding some line drawings on the internet, brought them into Lightburn, converted them to vectors, put them in my art library with a naming convention that I like. As this coaster is going to be for drinks, which are usually on round cups and such, let's start with this round plate and bring it into the project. It looks like a good size. I'm just going to pick my template and center it. The next thing I want to do is put some bricks around here. I'm going to put a bigger brick down here, make that smaller at about 50%. Need to be a lot smaller than that. Even smaller, come on. How about that? Yeah, that looks good. Let's take the 2x3 brick, and we'll set it over here. Going to need to be a little bit smaller. I want these to be scaled to each other. So if I can make this look approximately the same size, that looks good. We'll set that over here, and I'm going to flip this over or mirror it on the horizontal axis. Something like that. Right, up in this corner, let's do the 2x2 brick. Again, that's way bigger than we need. Let's make that 20%. That's getting close. Shrink this down. Just bring this down on top of this brick until they're about the same size. Yeah, maybe something like that. That looks good. Set that over there. Now let's take a single block, put that over here, and we'll need to shrink it down so that it's approximately the same size as the other things we're working on. That's about right. And to fill up space, I'm just going to duplicate this a couple times. So I'm going to press Control D twice. If I had two duplicates there, I'll just move one over here and move one over here, something along those lines. So very simple. That's the design that I want to do for this. Maybe bring this over a little bit. Kind of look at it, make sure it looks somewhat balanced. Go to our material library, and under tile, we'll go under cold galvanizing compound. These are basically lines, except I'm going to switch it over to fill. Actually, this is fill. Let's go ahead and assign that. So we've got 4,000 millimeters per minute at 70% power is our default. That all looks good, except I'm going to change this to 0 so it just scans horizontally back and forth. And we might need to play with our optimization a little bit so that, that it goes faster. Let's see what works best. Just our basics. If we go into preview, for some reason this whole thing's inverted. Interesting. Don't want it inverted. Show our path. Not too bad. Basically 30 seconds. Let's change this to group together and see if that does anything for us. It added time, so that was not a good move. Let's see about individual shapes. What does that do for us? Even more time. Not good. In this particular case, doing all the shapes together will give us the best time. We could play around with our scan angle, see if that did anything. So we're at just under 30 seconds here. We change our scan angle to 90. Keeps us at about the same. What if we change it to 45? Interesting. That's actually saved us almost 4 minutes by scanning this at a 45-degree angle. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll click OK. We can save this and send it to the laser. With it cleaned off, that turned out pretty well. I think I'll go ahead and make another. Well, those turned out nicely. The image turned out pretty well. The design kind of works. It's somewhat balanced. Hopefully these will work well as a wedding present. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content of our channel, think about subscribing. That always helps us out. Enjoy doing your CNC at home projects.